It's so cold out here. I'm wearing very thin socks. Look. These don't help in this 30-degree weather Fahrenheit. So I want to tell a story about this butthead hearing lady at the vegan market that I went to. I posted a video showing you around the Toronto winter vegan market, and I went on Twitter and I said, boy, do I have a story to tell you about this asshole hearing lady. And you all were just waiting for it. We're gonna start from the beginning because actually only a portion of it has to do with vegan having ableist-like behavior. I'm not gonna call you an ableist, I'm just gonna say you had ableist behavior. My boyfriend and I my boyfriend bought us tickets to the vegan winter market. We didn't get a chance to go last year because my flight was delayed, so I was very excited to be able to go this year. And we bought tickets, and I was like, dude, we're going early. That's it. I want to be the first in line, okay? Because I am not missing it. There are more vendors this year. My favorite, well, people that I think will be my favorite vendors are here. And I want to go. I need to get my hands on those macarons. I will fight. We get there, my friend Leanne, our friend Leanne is with us. And you know, we're just having a conversation. She signs a little bit, so we're signing to each other and stuff, right? Because it didn't open until 12 and we got there, we walked under the door about half an hour early. And then we all officially lined up about 15 minutes till. And this woman walks in. She looks like your typical snooty rich woman. She walks in, and I don't know if this is, no, it's not a deaf thing, but you know, we look at people sometimes and we think this isn't gonna go well. This person does not, no. So this woman walks in, and everybody's in a single file line. There's a line of us who have already scanned our tickets, and then there's a line of people who are waiting to get their tickets scanned. And this woman walks in, she doesn't do what she's supposed to do. She pummels through this line of people that are trying to, you know, get their tickets scanned. And what really annoyed the crap out of me was she pushed away someone who was working, was saying, excuse me, who was holding like this big tub of stuff. She's just like, excuse me, and she just pushes this guy, and I am so tempted to just write, you know. So I was so tempted to say, hey, I'm pretty sure employees take priority over you, especially since, you know, we haven't even opened, and we still got about 15 minutes left. I was so tempted. I should have said it. Anyways, so then she gets her ticket scanned, and Leanne and I are talking, and this woman cuts in between the two of us. She cuts in between the two of us. And I'm just like, are you serious right now? Excuse me, ma'am. So Leanne and I are still talking, and all of a sudden this woman just comes into the conversation. And I don't know what she's saying. I literally cannot hear an actual thing that she is saying. But you know, Leanne's sim-comming a way to help a girl out, you know. A woman turns to me, she says something, I don't know what she's saying, and Leanne goes, oh, she said she liked your lipstick, and I was like, oh, thank you. That is the only positive thing I have to say about her. She has very good taste in lipstick. Thank you, ma'am. But then it gets to the point. So if the whole, you know, being rude to people who got here first, if being rude to the employees wasn't enough, when Leanne is signing to me and we're having a conversation, the woman looks to her and goes, is she deaf? And she goes, yes, I'm signing for her, you know what you're saying. She's like, oh, okay. And then she's just ignoring me. And then she starts asking Leanne all of these questions about me, never to me. And I really hate it when people do this. A lot of us hate it when people do this because it's as if it's almost like we decided that we discussed or announced that we had the plague, and they're just like, oh, I can't talk to you. I'm gonna catch it. I mean, if I'm gonna be fair, I didn't really want to talk to her anyways because she was so rude to everyone else, and she just seemed very unpleasant. But he was just continuing to ask, oh, where are you from? Where is she from? You know, oh, where do you live? Where does she live? And, you know, stuff like that. And she's answering for me. And I'm just kind of like, hey, I'm right here. Like, I actually say, yes, I'm here. I'm right here beside of you. You know, you can communicate with me. You can ask me. She goes, I know. And then she just ignores me the whole time and still continues to ask questions about me as if I'm not there. And I'm just like, if I didn't want to kick her in the shins before, which I did because she was so rude to everyone else, I really did now, because then it got extra personal. Oh god, I didn't do anything. I just continue to stand there, and then Devin comes around and he's like, oh, what's going on? And it's just the same thing, like he's noticing that she's completely ignoring me while asking questions and wanting to know about me. And, you know, she was just still rude beyond that. Like, it was time to go and she's cutting off in front of everyone, which I guess at this point is fair game, you know, it's open to the public, you gotta go. But it was just like, we had people that were already waiting in line much longer than you, and you're like pushing us all away and then going up. Please don't be like this woman. A lot of people are like, I was talking about it on my Twitch stream, which, you know, link down below. I'm streaming, go follow me on Twitch, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every single day. Well, not every day, Wednesday through Sunday, maybe sometimes Tuesday, but definitely Wednesday through Sunday. People were like, it's just a thing that hearing people need to learn. And I'm like, do you really have to learn not to ignore a certain type of person? Like, it's just something that I can't comprehend, like, at all. Like, you just ask about someone like they're as if they're not even there. Like, would you do that to anybody who wasn't deaf? I guess some people would. I know some people would if they didn't like that person, but I'm just like, I just don't get it. But yeah, don't be like her. If you come across as someone who's deaf and you want to ask questions, look at them. Just look at them. That's my piece of advice. That's a little bit of education. It's always best to look at the person if they are there, you know, the questions, and then the interpretation will happen, and then we will answer, and more interpretation will happen, you know. But don't, if someone is telling you to your face, I'm here, you know, you can talk to me, don't be like, yeah, I know, and then turn away and completely ignore them. That's messed up. Don't do that. But yeah, that's that story. If you would like to follow me on my social media, my username's down below. If you want to send a letter or anything, address is right up there. Patreon last video over there, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. It's so cool.